Hello again. Well, I thought I'd give at first I'd give a small update on the Atari here. I didn't say it in the first time I showed it, but this is a light sixer, which still has a fair bit of weight to it. It was pointed out to me by Dan's Game Corner that the potentiometer that I found inside was the RF modulator. So the next time I take this apart, I'm going to probably turn that dial and see if I can improve the signal a bit. I said we'd take this thing apart, and we're going to. So I'm going to start. I'm going to take the screws out, and I'll show you what's inside. Now, here's something I missed. The channel switch is on the very bottom of the machine, which is a very odd place to put it. Well, so far I don't see anything. Nothing obvious. No swollen capacitors or... So far everything looks pretty normal inside. Okay, here's the main board. It's got a fair amount of shielding around it. It's got a big metal box. It's connected to this circuit board here to the power supply. It has what look like connectors, but I have a feeling I shouldn't pull on these. Even if they do come off, they could be brittle anyway. Okay, I've extracted all the parts out of the case. At very least, this allows me to wash the case out. There's an old dead beetle inside. The controller is actually disconnected quite easily. Small connector here, the other one here. Yeah. So some parts came off easily. Still got the power control board, I guess. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm hoping it could be as simple as cleaning out the cartridge slot. As the Intellivision doesn't have any sort of cover. The hole through the side is sideways, but you're still going to get a fair amount of dust attracted into the machine. This box does not come apart. It's soldered together. Some of the soldering points are already broken off here. But to open up cleanly, I'll need a soldering iron. I decided to pull on these connectors here. They come off quite easily, but this ribbon cable here is let's see here. Damn, this is hard to hold. Anyway, it's soldered in here. I have a feeling if I put any kind of pressure on it, it's going to break. So I'm going to have to treat this very delicately. While I'm at it, I might as well mention some mods I plan to do to this Intellivision. Even though I'm going to keep these around, I want to... well, it's the first model of Intellivision, so these are basically, the controllers are wired in. So I'm going to install a 9-pin connector in here somewhere. and put a proper plug on it. That way I can use the original controllers, but also plug in alternatives as well. It's funny, you look at the ColecoVision or Intellivision or Atari 5200 to 7800, and they all have the basic idea, of a gamepad. All we had to do was turn it 90 degrees, and then you would have had something. Instead, they did some sort of cockamamie thing where you're, pressing it like, holding like this and pressing fire buttons on the side, and then there's this overlay, and I'm just not a big fan of this type of controller. Well, I thought, since I'm going to take this apart to clean it, I might as well show you what's inside. So there's a spring under the disc. There's our contact board. Let's see if we can pop that out. Okay, it's coming out now. It's just like plastic. Usually I find a sturdy circuit board inside controllers, but these are just plastic. Some kind of weird, I guess those are the power contacts and the wire contacts bent over. And there's like 4 plastic layers make up the television controller. Some sort of isolator around the disc, and the rubber buttons. Oh, and the power cable just pops right out. No problem. As you can see here, it says 1978 on this contact plastic. And this means this Intellivision is 1 year older than me. Well, I got it all back together and it works. No. No. It's never that simple. I'll need a soldering iron to get inside the actual electronics of the box. But I got that out of the way, though. Got the case and the controllers all spiffy and new. Well, newish. Yeah, here's Armor All orange cleaning wipes. Used for the, cleaning your car interiors, but I have to say they work pretty good on video game machines. Yeah, they I don't know how long it'll last, but so far the sheen it offers seems to last a little while. It's got foaming action, and it's a degreaser, so it pulls up dirt quite well. Anyway, just something I'd recommend. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to need to set aside some money for a multimeter and soldering iron, and because eventually once I test it, any replacement parts needed for it. So for now, this is going to go into storage, and I'll get back to it as soon as I can.